I've been told not to move. So I don't. You guys are seeing something behind me? I have no idea what
There's nothing behind Zach. You can look behind you. There's nothing behind you.
I heard so much moving.
So
you were like setting up a scene.
So
oh God.
Hey Zach, I got a question for you.
Oh no.
What is this?
Yeah,
it's a lasagna, right? Right?
Yeah.
It's a lasagna, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what is this?
That's another lasagna.
Okay. How many lasagnas do we have right now?
2 lasagnas.
Point at both lasagnas. Yeah, okay.
I'm actually so lost. Okay. So many lasagnas.
How many lasagnas do we have now?
Well, technically, we have 1 lasagna because it's just layered on top of each other, which makes just. So does that mean you can have an endless lasagna? Bro, Connor made an endless lasagna paradox.
Does that mean like you go to like Olive Garden and you order the lasagna? You order like 4, you just stack them on top of each other,
and then you go,
like,
wait, I only got one lasagna. That's wild. Please don't make me eat the lasagna. Is that the 4th?
You can take that home though. That's all yours.
I don't like lasagna, so that would have been
No, I don't eat pasta.
I mean, I don't know what you bought lasagna. It's like my least. It's the only pasta I won't eat. I'll eat it, but like.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you. Damn.
Oh God.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Training Camp Podcast.
The Training Camp Podcast.
I got a new chair.
With a multitude of guests.
Can't say he's wrong, am I right?
Oh yeah, dolphins.
No, I really like
Stupid games.
5-0 last week. That's right. 5-0 at Dak Prescott. You could lock up that 4 seed.
Again, it's not blazing hot, 65 degrees.
I'm going to do this for fun. They threw to Michael Thomas. The Heat. How? Chicago. Yes, you guys get an F.
And a little too much personality.
No.
Last week.
No, Ravens?
Oh, fuck. Give me that.
No way. There's no way. Hammering. Free. Really, do not talk about him.
This one's my fault.
Flex the game.
Here we go.
Boys. He legitimately, like that. I didn't know that. He legitimately got 2 lasagnas and stacked them on top of each other. Like, this kid's insane. Can't wait for him to come back with a fork to eat the lasagna that he said, oh, I don't eat pasta. Capitron 3000. Yeah, look, here he is. Menace. There's the fork I was talking about.
Just listen to my ass.
Such a
Wait, would you do me a favor?
sexy sound.
Will you just go throw that away? What did you just say? Huh? What did you just say?
Huh? I was throwing away the lasagna.
Go throw away that, please. He just gritted away. Welcome back to the training camp. What do we call it? The Training Camp Podcast. Oh my God. Well, Zach's
Welcome back.
Zach's forfeit last week was getting COVID.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, I was fine. I'm fine. Thank you for all your concerns.
were there?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh,
We get more hate comments.
Dude, okay, right off the bat. So we had some of our shorts pop off on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that watched those and all the new subscribers. I think we've gotten, I want to say like 45 subscribers in the last month. So
Sweet.
I know it doesn't
Heck
sound like
yeah.
a lot, but that's a lot for me.
We will take it. Thank you very much.
Like I think literally in the past 3 weeks, the channel has gotten almost 50,000 views. So shout out to everybody that's watched. Also shout out to the hate comments because they're so funny.
Hey, I love it though.
Bro,
let's go. Keep them coming.
Being called brain dead might be my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. Well, they were a little right. We kind of disrespected Roger.
It was week
but
two.
I mean, it's our opinions. Come on.
It was also week 2, so like give us a break.
Yeah, relax.
That's why on like on the newest one that isn't doing well, that has like 9 views. It says like as of week 4.
Yeah.
Because I wanted people to
It's
know.
not. It didn't do well on TikTok either. Go watch the videos.
Yeah, go subscribe to the TikTok. The Instagram does well, and so does the YouTube. But please go subscribe or go follow the TikTok because Zach puts a lot of effort into that. Okay, so we're gonna always. I think it's just gonna be a thing now. We just start with Walt winners.
Sure.
Because why not? No. Zach lost last week.
Oh God.
I almost went 4-1. If the Rams could have just done something on offense, I would have been 4-1. So Zach, of course, got to miss the forfeit last week, which I took for some reason. I don't know why. It was because of content. But so Zach, for your forfeit, reach into the hole.
Oh God, not the hole.
Please, the hole.
Not
No.
the hole.
Whoa. You got to pop 2 of those per pick. Don't tell me this is easy for you.
So easy.
No!
He doesn't know. The boys that know. The boys that know. W. I love this game show.
Okay, well, pop your dang freaking things while you go pick by
Gladly.
pick. And I'm going to take a chow of this lasagna.
Gladly. So these ones.
There's no shot the mic's picking you up.
Yeah, no.
I got you.
So these picks here are just, again, coming straight from the machine.
Which has let him down multiple weeks in a
It
row
has,
now.
But the machine in total hasn't. I'm just being an idiot and picking the wrong one. So hopefully I picked the right ones this week. I don't know. I can't help it.
Give me. Okay. And also, you can do this.
I couldn't. Bro. Okay, I got it.
There you go. Pop 2 of those. And it's light work for Zach. I'm just gonna enjoy my lasagna.
No. First one. Yeah, you have a mountain of lasagna, bro. And now I have stuff in my mouth, so I'm gonna sound like an idiot this whole entire segment. I hate this. You know, this pick, I feel like I've done it every week, and I don't care. I'm betting the Steelers plus 14. Kenny Pickett came in. Let's see what the kid can do. I didn't expect him to do it in in quarter 3 of the freaking Jets game. That doesn't seem like the best move to me. But hey, also by the way, 2 a pick. It's like 10.
What?
10. 2 of these a pick.
Yeah.
It's 10 warheads.
Yeah.
You expect me to finish? It's hard candy. Yeah. You want me to have 10
That's fair.
warheads in my mouth?
I
at a
thought you
time?
were saying something about Tua. I was so confused. You said Tua at a. Anyways, I don't. Okay, that's 14's a big spread. Do you know the last time rookie quarterback came in and beat the #1 defense in football
No.
in their rookie season?
Was it Ben?
It was Ben Roethlisberger.
Let's go. Okay.
Okay, who's your number 2?
Don't you want to go and pick one?
I'm gonna let you dig your own grave again.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking Giants plus 9.5 over the Packers.
Whoa, the 3-1 Giants.
Yeah.
The 3-1. The 3 win.
Yeah.
1 loss.
They're not. I think they can.
No, their schedule's been bad.
Yeah, their schedule's been bad, but 9.5 points. They get it within a touchdown.
Do you think they can get that game within a touchdown?
Probably.
Okay.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I
you
really
do.
freaking hope so, because I'm like, this is fine. But if I lose again next week, now you know my not my weakness. Now
Yeah.
you're just gonna pop off.
I don't know your weakness though.
It probably won't be hard to find. I don't even know. I'm that guy. I don't have a weakness.
I just take your ACL.
Oh God. Such a problem. All right.
Your third one?
My third one here is Cardinals plus 5 against the Eagles.
Damn, you
The mach-
hate the Eagles.
The machine actually took this game as an upset, so they did Cardinals money line too.
Ew, have you watched? I mean, spoiler for me, the Eagles 5.5 was one of my picks because the Arizona defense is so bad and their
It's
offense.
stinky.
Their
It
offense
is
can't-
stinky,
Their
bro.
offense can't get anything done, bro. They struggled in the first half against the Panthers last week. Defense, like their defense. So, bleh. So spoiler alert is one of my picks. Who's your fourth one?
Forward.
Does anyone else want toast
Colts plus 3.5 against the Broncos
tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, I think the Broncos are gonna win that game.
They might, but the Broncos haven't looked good, and Colts can. I don't know. I think the Colts can win this game. The Broncos have not looked like the Broncos that we thought they were going to be.
Their defense
They
has.
don't have. I guess their defense has, but they don't have Javonte Williams anymore.
Stop.
Russell Wilson has been.
Stop talking about the Broncos, Zach.
Meh.
Zach.
It's been meh.
Zach. Stop talking about the Broncos.
All right, then that's my pick. Colts plus 3.5.
Fine.
Go with it.
It's good.
And now it's what, my upset.
Yeah.
Okay. Upset of the week. Browns
Or the no, the Chargers.
over the Los Angeles Chargers.
That's not a horrible. I mean, what's the money line? Do you know? I want to say that's plus 125.
I'm gonna go check the current odds because I want.
I know that
the
spread
most
is
current.
that spread is 3. I know that
Yeah.
the Chargers are favored by 3.
I'm
I mean, who knows? The Chargers have been such a letdown this year. Not to their fault,
And
honestly.
I think that's the sole reason I'm going with it. It's a plus 2.5 spread now,
Oh, it's moved. Wow.
and the Charger and the Cleveland's plus 117. So not the biggest upset in the world.
To be fair, I did take the Vikings plus 104
Yeah.
week 1, so you can take whatever you want.
But yeah, I think both teams 2-2. And I really think that the Chargers, like you said, have been a letdown, kind of like the Chargers have been. Shout out to us loving the Chargers week 1 of the podcast, saying that they were going to.
I mean, they've been injured though. Bose is on the
Yeah,
IR.
no, they
like-
definitely have been injured, but I don't know. Same old Chargers. It feels like super good roster, and then
Sorry, I just felt Jape scope.
and they I don't know. It's hard. Sorry, I forgot about my forfeit completely because it wasn't hard.
I hate it. Ears.
I'm sorry.
Only thing that was hard about it apparently was the hard candy.
The opening it and having to munch on hard candy.
While Zach downs those and makes a mess of the set. All right, my first one. I got the Washington Commanders. Honestly, I picked them to win this game, but their odds weren't as good as my upset of the week. But they're plus 2.5 against Tennessee. Tennessee does not have a defense. To be fair, Washington doesn't either. The over-under for this, though, is like 41, so they're not expecting to be very high scoring.
Yeah.
But I'm like 24-23. Again, also plus 2.5 means they only have to win by a field goal or lose by like 1 or 2. But I think that they can win it, man. Tennessee does not look good offensively, especially now they just lost Treylon Burks. Tannehill, honestly, it would not be surprised if like something similar to Mitch happened, not this soon, but like they just want to get a spark with Malik Willis.
Malik could play this year. He really could.
I think we could literally see Malik, Desmond, and Kenny all play this year. But I don't know.
Which is wild because going into the season, we were saying that maybe none of them play.
Yeah, none of them. And also like Carson Wentz, when he goes gung ho, even if he throws, Carson Wentz is the new Jameis Winston. He will throw anything, doesn't care, and he has talented receivers who are struggling. But I know they lost Jahan Dotson.
Dotson out there somewhere.
Yeah, basically. Not McLaurin, because I drafted him on fantasy. Okay, fun fact: if I drafted a player in fantasy, just trade him away because we'll talk about that later.
Fantasy's been tough.
I don't want to talk about it. Shut up! You're 2-2. You know my leagues. I'm 0-4, 1-3, 1-3.
God.
Yeah.
You have Broncos theme throughout the whole freaking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It looked good in the preseason. All right. Anyways, stop talking about the Broncos. Next one. Baltimore -3 against Cincinnati. I don't know. Baltimore after last week, they gotta come out firing, man. And their front seven's really good. I think they're gonna give Joe Burrow some problems. Lamar.
It's gonna be a really good game.
Yeah, it's Sunday night too, so that's gonna be a fun game to watch. I think like the Cincinnati defense is really good, but I don't think it's good enough to stop Lamar. I mean, heck, they couldn't even stop Mitchell Trubisky.
Light some color into the pod and grab some actual sour ones.
This-
Going with the lemons.
If you would have told me at the beginning of our first episode together that there'd be a lasagna and warheads on a table together,
Look at the turn of it. We're what, week 5?
Yeah.
We're 5 weeks in. We've lost our minds. I don't know if you'll ever see the clips, but when he left to go get the fork for lasagna, I looked directly at the camera. I said, "Boys, he's going crazy." He just came out and stacked 2 lasagnas on top of each other and said, "I've got something for the cold open, boys."
I thought Zach would eat those. I thought he'd take it home to him and his girlfriend. I thought they'd enjoy it.
I honestly don't think either of one of us likes lasagna.
That's such an L. I was
Shout out
like,
my girlfriend.
you gonna say her name?
She knows who she is. There's only one out there.
All right. Anyways, I already talked
Hey,
about.
these ones got some.
And then
spunk to 'em.
pop 2 more. Some spunk to them.
Maybe I've lost my mind.
We already talked about the Eagles. I picked the Eagles 5.5. Dolphins 3.5 against the Jets. I want to say it's actually 2.5 now, but
Let me see.
What?
Let
Oh,
me see.
but the game, like I don't know. I know
It's
that
3.
It's 3. Yeah, it's field goal is a push. Have you realized neither of us have pushed this year so far?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
We're due. Well, we also love taking 0.5s. Like we love taking 0.5s. No, but I think that the Dolphins, they lost Tua, but I mean Teddy didn't look horrible in the pocket. And if you have to have a backup quarterback, Teddy's gonna be one of those guys you want. And the defense looks good. They still have the same weapons. And Waddle was injured last week and still looked okay. And they're getting him back healthier. Also, the Jets, literally the only reason I will probably get around to the Steelers corner later, but the only reason they beat Pittsburgh was because they were just kind of gassing Pittsburgh for that first half. And so when you're playing a gas defense, that's going to happen. I don't think the Dolphins defense is going to have any issues. I put the score at 23-16, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if until there's 2 minutes left, the score is 23-9 and they follow up a touchdown.
And that seems to be happening a lot this year where it's like one team
Please keep talking. I'm going to take a bite of lasagna.
No, you're all good. That kind of happens where like one team kind of gets a big lead and then all of a sudden they just go and I can't believe he actually just has a mountain of lasagna. It's so wild. He literally came out and said, "How many lasagnas are there?" Point to the lasagnas. I said, "Huh?" But anyways, yeah, it's definitely. I don't know. Spreads are hard to pick this year because it seems like every game ends in a field goal, like almost every single one, or they're always really, really close.
Yeah, the scoring also this year has just been so whack. You either get a blowout or you get a 17-13 Tampa Bay Saints game,
like close together. So I don't like it. Not a bad pick. I hope Miami wins by more than 3, though. I really think Miami should win this game by more than 3. They'll cover pretty easily.
Do I have any lasagna on my face?
No.
Really?
No, you killed it.
Damn, that was such a horrible bite. Okay, my upset of the week.
Okay.
MCDC, Motor City, Dan Campbell, and the Detroit Lions beat the already banged up New England Patriots 23-20. You want to know the funny thing about this game? Do you know what is the number 1 offense in the NFL right now?
The Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions are the number 1 scoring offense in the league.
Do you know the number 32 ranked defense in the league?
I'm guessing it's the Patriots.
No, the Lions.
Oh.
Do you know the number 30 ranked offense in the league?
The Patriots?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
here's what you're getting. You're getting a good offense against a good defense and a bad offense against a bad defense. This is going to be the grossest game you will ever watch. And also, Mac Jones might not even play, even though Mac Jones' clone, Bailey Zappi. Is it Zappi or Zap?
I think the commentators are saying Zappy. So
What a name.
Bailey Zappi.
But, I mean, Zappi might play. Apparently, he looked good, but also that was just a wild game against Green Bay. But I don't know. I think the Lions got that, determination in them. Like, they can I hate this phrase, but it really does apply to them. They can win any given Sunday.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So,
They put up points.
Yeah, you can't just put up 41 points and not be a good offense.
They put up points.
So there we go. Wallet winners.
Should we just...
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd they bring him in the third quarter of the Jets game?
I don't know.
Why'd they bring him in the third quarter of the Jets game?
We play the Bills next. What are we doing,
Bro,
guys?
We play the Bills, the Eagles, the Bucks,
The Dolphins.
and the Dolphins. That's the next 4.
No, and
we're
then
gonna go 1-7 with freaking Kenny Pickett.
Wait, you think we're going to win one of those games? Or are you saying we're going to be 1-7
We're
at that point?
1-7 right now.
Yeah, no. It's okay. Our group chat, everyone else was not dumbfounded. Me and Zach were like, why is Mitch being pulled? Mitch didn't have a great first half.
In the world was it the decision to pull him in the third quarter of the Jets game when we play that next 4-game stretch?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
No,
And he went in, 2 rushing touchdowns. He still threw 3 interceptions.
I mean, yeah,
2 of them were
his only incompletions were literally interceptions. And I will say, I can't put any of those interceptions on Kenny.
I think they're.
because
I remember one of them.
I've watched the Claypool one back. It hit Claypool in the hands.
Oh, yeah. Claypool dropped it.
Claypool has been drop pool lately. Also in fantasy, drop him. Okay, he missed his oh.
I'm back.
No, Claypool, it literally hit him in his hands, and the safety came out. And Claypool, okay, do you ever play basketball?
I mean,
like you played junior jazz, right?
Yeah.
You know how they teach you, don't wait for the ball to come to you, go to the ball? Claypool never learned that. He waits for it here. My man, you're 6'4". Just
yeah, you got to be more aggressive, especially in those situations where you're a mismatch, size-wise, and then you just kind of wait for it to happen.
The one excuse I might give him is he's used to Ben underthrowing him, so he doesn't have to extend usually. Yeah. But no, so that one happened. I don't blame Kenny really for that one. That one should have been caught. The
rushing touchdowns were cool. I think that showed
Okay, we can't say much about the sneak, but the one where he took it in himself, I was like, all right, that's a good call. But the interception that like everyone was saying he should have thrown away, it hit Pat in the hands. It was a bounce off, and if the ball doesn't go that direction, then it doesn't get picked.
Yeah.
And then the third one was literally just a Hail Mary at the end of the game. So
True.
But anyways, why'd they put him in?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Like, I'm happy they did because
Do you remember the score when they took him out?
13-10, I think.
So we were down 3 points.
Yeah. Okay.
That just makes it. We were down 3 points in the third quarter. It's not like we were getting blown out.
I mean, to be fair, in Kenny's first game, he got more yards than I think Mitch's first 2 games.
Yeah.
So
It did spark the offense a little bit.
it did, and we should have won that game, but the defense was gassed.
Yeah.
Our secondary's a problem.
And I hope maybe Kenny changes that.
Yeah.
And we get some equal side. Like we get some possessions.
Oh, also George Pickens,
That'd be cool.
offensive rookie of the year. George Pickens is going to be the offensive rookie of the year.
He's so good. I told you guys he's
Dude,
so good.
Kenny is going to target him 11 times a game. It's going to be insane, bro.
Guess who put a bet on offensive rookie of the year, George Pickens?
Did
before
you?
The season? I did, yeah.
Nice.
It doesn't win too much. It turns like 5 into 75, but
That's good. That's
I mean,
a dinner.
I'll take it.
That's a dinner.
That's a dinner.
I like how the podcast is like somewhat of a...
It's a mukbang.
I almost said something completely wrong.
It's a what now?
What I meant to say...
I dropped every single one.
What I meant to say was a mukbang ASMR. What I almost said
Oh, no.
was a mukbang BDSM. No, I was like, wait.
I hate when Connor has to censor the podcast.
I don't know, but I mean, I'm happy. You know who did look better in this game that we've been talking a lot of shit on? Najee. Najee looked better.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, you know what entire group looked better?
Our line.
The O-line looked so much better in this game. I'm so confused. Are we wrong about Matt Canada?
No.
I've talked so much shit about him. Is Matt Canada going to be saved by Kenny Pickett?
Imagine if all this time it was Mitch's fault. Like, completely Mitch's fault.
Yeah,
Like, we went 4 weeks, like, barely blaming Mitch at all, saying, like, keep him in, roll with him.
yeah. If
The
Pittsburgh,
instant we pull him, we just turn it up and we're playing up to our, like, rock.
okay.
Like, imagine.
One thing I didn't understand. So they pull Mitch. They bring in Kenny, right? First play, it's a run. Second play, it's a run. Third play, it's a run. It's 4th and inches, and then they sneak it again. I was like, you brought in the quarterback and didn't give him possibly the opportunity to use the ball one time.
Yeah.
And they
That's what I think, yeah, the Steelers' downfall has been play calling and lack of offensive capabilities or lack of offensive opportunities. That's when that's why we're 1-3.
Yeah.
And I mean, injuries doesn't help.
We're 0-8 without TJ all time.
Yeah, it
So
sucks.
wild. Yeah.
What, 0-9 now?
No, we are 0-8 now. We were 0-7 going
no.
down. Yeah, I don't know why we're I mean, like, I guess you're just throwing him to the fire against Buffalo to see what he can do. I mean, Buffalo, to be fair,
Test the kid out, I guess.
but like they also have had injuries, but it's been on the secondary. I'm more worried about the front seven, like, Von Miller. I don't need him killing our freaking franchise quarterback in week 1.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? We brought him in against. We're playing the one of the 4 best teams in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, they're one of the 4 best teams with their injuries.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if Pittsburgh wins 2 of these upcoming 4, that's, you know what, we can end the season. It's fine. I will say the second half of our season though is kind of nice.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we get like
But
Indy.
we'll be 1-7 by then. So.
Tomlin goes 9-0, right? And
He'd be such a madman.
dude, that would be insane if we finish the
He'd
season.
be such a madman.
If we finish the season,
He's so dedicated to never having a losing season. He said, all right, turning it up. We're not losing.
all right. So
He's going to step on more sidelines.
off of more sidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll move out of Steelers talk because I know you guys. Yeah. Did you see that one dude on one of the YouTube comments? It was like, yeah, that one dude kind of knows what he's talking about, but the other dude definitely doesn't, and it shows because he's wearing a Steelers hat. And I was like, who's going to tell him we're both Steelers fans?
Yeah.
That's a nice hat, by the way.
Thank you.
That's a really nice hat.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I love the hate comments.
Do you want
Such a menace. I love it. Just
They're
keep it
so
coming.
funny, bro. All right. Do you want to do? Let's do receivers because I think Zach's fantasy corner is going to take an extra second because I have to cry.
You wanna
So
go first or am I going first? I'm really hoping this one's not controversial. I feel like I nailed this one. I feel like I nailed it.
Okay.
And I hope it's not
If you feel so confident.
And I'm sorry, but I threw in an honorable mention because I couldn't leave him off the list.
So you like tied 2 for 5, basically?
Pretty much.
Okay, so I mean.
Honorable mention, Jamar Chase.
Oh, that's your honorable mention?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5, Devontae Adams. I still think he's a top 5 receiver, even with the lack of success this year. I promise he's a top 5 receiver.
Okay.
Number 4, the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I think that one's like he's actually so good, like so good. Number 3, Jettis, Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Gritty God. Number 2, Stephon Diggs. Enough said. He's him. And number 1, Cooper Kupp. He's pretty clearly number 1 in my opinion.
Okay. We're not too far off.
And that's what I say. I think that's a pretty solid top 6, top 5 list. There's not much that I could like argue.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So, all right. Now, I don't have an honorable mention.
That's okay. I threw that in last minute because I literally couldn't leave Jamar Chase off the list. It felt like a sin.
Just know I didn't.
Yeah.
So at number 5, we got Mr. Devontae Adams. I agree with you. He's got the talent. He's just
still a top 5.
Yeah,
he may be 5, but he's still top 5.
Yes. Number 4, Jamar Chase. He's having a down season, but like
he's on the list. He's
yeah,
top 5. I don't care what you say. He's top 5.
Yeah, you can't have that rookie season and not
Yeah.
be top 5. Number 3, you said he's him, Stephon Diggs.
He's him.
Dude, JP made a great point last week. Like, if you're doing a redraft in fantasy right now, he's going probably number 2 off the board
Dude,
right now.
Diggs is a monster.
He's finally showing, like, I mean, the last 2 years he's been good for Buffalo, but this dude, he's turned it up this year. And then number 2, Jay Jetta. He's had a down season so far, but he's still a god. It's not his fault Kirk doesn't look. I mean, it's not his fault Kirk looks his way every single time.
I promise. If like Justin Jefferson could ball out, as long as he gets the ball in his hands, he's such a playmaker. He's such a special kid, and then he'll gritty on you so hard in the end zone.
And number 1, Cooper Kupp. Yeah. I mean,
he's the best wide receiver.
Dude, it's insane.
You can't like.
I was like,
you watch him every week, and you're like, okay, yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna draft him in fantasy because he's getting older, and he's like, they brought in Allen Robinson, and everything, and dude, he's like watching him run routes.
He's so good.
He's so fun to watch.
So good.
So much grit. So much drive.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No.
But no, I love Cooper Kupp.
So you left Hill off. Where would Hill land on your
probably
top 10?
6.
Just right at 6.
Yeah, I'd probably put Hill at 6. It's funny. I'm looking at like the rankings right now. Like Hill's hard. Mike Evans after his God week just like reminds me how good he is.
Yeah, but that's a god week. Like he's always
he is that. He's boomer bust. He's very boomer
You either
bust.
get like Tom Brady literally is the second coming of Jesus when he's thrown to him.
Yeah.
Or it's Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
0 catches, Mike Evans.
Do we just go into fantasy corner now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like fantasy corner.
Yeah, you do. And
Play the chime. I'm gonna play the chime this time. Play the chime.
There it is. Do you know the chime by heart?
Love the chime. It's my chime. Of course I love the chime.
Some people it's their time. For Zach, it's his chime.
Connor's so cringe all the time. No. Oh, that was bars. Said, no, it's okay. It's okay. Nah, I'm doing it back.
Yeah, you are.
Hey, I deserve that.
Okay. So the big thing that we were going to talk about today, we got buy or sell for fantasy. We both brought 3 players that we're going to ask each other if you should buy or sell. I don't know. It's just like week 4 is kind of hard because you still don't know the identities of certain teams. Also, I feel like in normal seasons you kind of figure it out week 4. It's so weird this year. Injuries, new teams. Like there's so much parity in the
Running
league.
backs suck.
Oh yeah, there's no good running backs.
Like they suck.
Not a single good running back. It's insane.
2 of mine are running backs.
One of mine is a running back.
Nice.
So
Want to go ahead and start with your number 1?
yeah,
Such a wild laugh.
buy or sell. Kyle Pitts.
Sell. 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 Sell.
Sell?
Sell.
Sell.
It's so bad.
I also sell, bro.
But who? How? What are you? Like,
You
how do
can't
get
get
him- how do
anything
you
for
get
him. Here's the thing. No one knows what to trade for him, and you don't know what to trade him for.
Right now, going into week 4, where Kyle Pitts has dropped. What has he ever dropped over 5?
No.
Yeah.
No, technically he had a week of 13, but it's because of a touchdown. He would have had, I think, it was like a 20-yard touchdown, I want to say, so I think he would have had like 5.
Cool. So, so yeah, no, he hasn't scored over 5. You took him in the 4th round, maybe the 3rd, depending on
3rd,
some
4th,
leagues.
and 5th were most places where he was drafted.
But who do you pack it? Like there's
Like, I would've-
so many better tight ends.
I will say last week you maybe could have gotten like Kittle or Waller because they've been disappointing. You still might be able to get Waller because Waller's been kind of disappointing. But you can't trade.
You got it.
Do you know who you can trade him for? DJ Moore.
Maybe.
Because they both suck this season. Not talent-wise. They're both gods talent-wise. They just suck. Why won't Arthur Smith throw him the ball? What are we doing? I mean, I'm not mad that Pittsburgh got the best tight end out of last year's draft. I'm gonna eat my lasagna after that.
So I kind of misinterpreted the segment. I'm sorry. I do this a lot. But I wasn't gonna like ask you whether you would buy or sell. I was just giving a guy that I like. Well, if I would sell high or buy low on him. So number 1, I did CEH, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think you could probably sell him high.
Sell him
right
high.
now.
Sell him high.
As much as I hate to say that because I have him on a lot of my teams, he's very much touchdown dependent. And these little like weird, crazy Patrick Mahomes things that always end up in Clyde's hands for some reason, the regression is going to be there. He doesn't get the rushing yards or the attempts. Shout out, what was that, ESPN? Shout out ESPN. So, yeah, I think with all of his, he's got a couple 20-point games. He hasn't scored less than 14 points this year, so it's pretty good. Connor said he doesn't eat pasta. He's about to munch on 2 lasagnas. Technically 1 lasagna if you follow the paradox. So that's my number. That was my first player. I think you can sell Clyde Edwards-Helaire pretty high right now, and possibly be happy with it.
No, legit. I think just being on the Chiefs' offense, like if you still have Juju, you can sell him high just on alone of being he's on the Chiefs' offense. And there's, like, I won't lie, I have a hard time selling Juju on one of the teams that I have because I'm like, but he's on the Chiefs' offense and he is really talented.
Yeah.
I agree with you though. I think you should sell Clyde Edwards-Helaire high. Because also, if you look at the snap counts, like Jerick McKinnon gets a good amount of snaps. And also, last week, Isaiah Pacheco got a lot of snaps as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's your number 2?
A high name. This man has won fantasy for years. And he's caused pain for years.
I think we might have the same player.
I don't think we do.
You don't think so?
You want to say it on 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Dalvin
Devontae
Cook.
Adams.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
I would buy him right now
Uh-huh.
because his points are like, I want to say they're like 3, 7, and 10. It's not good.
No.
And if you drafted him, you are getting impatient. Did you draft him?
In keeper, yeah.
Yeah, it's keeper.
Yeah, but I still drafted him.
That's fair. Didn't you get him in the 7th, though? Because you traded for No.
He was my first pick in the keeper league because I drafted him. I didn't keep him. I drafted him as my first pick at 6.
Oh, yeah, you drafted him after me.
At 6.
Yeah. Oh, not after before me. Oh, yeah, because
No,
you made my
I picked
nudge.
him in the 106.
But yeah, that's the thing is like you're getting impatient because you're expecting a 20-point bomb out of him. But I will say this: it's the Austin Eckler effect. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. Thielen's not gonna keep it up. I mean, he's gonna keep it up, but he's not gonna keep getting targeted as much. KJ Osborne's not gonna take targets away from him. Neither is Irv Smith Jr. And also, they've been in like losing game streaks aside from the Green Bay game. So like they can't run the ball with him as much. And I want to say last week he still was like 20 for 70, which like isn't efficient, but it's good yards. That's 7 points. So I think Dalvin's a really good buy. I think there are certain names you can. I would not be surprised if you can move Clyde for Dalvin. If you could get Clyde and like
a wide receiver 2.
yeah, I think
It's a good pickup.
you could definitely get Dalvin Cook. And honestly, he might be another buy low this week because they play. Who do the Vikings play this week?
The Vikings edged past the Saints by a score of 20.
Just not.
I'll look it up. Siri's so bad. Stop using Siri. She never answers your questions, ever.
Show me.
They're playing the
Minnesota
Bears.
Vikings.
They're playing the Bears.
Oh yeah, never mind. I take that back. It's too late to buy Dalvin. He's gonna pop off this week. Sorry. Well, I guess
Go
this-
Dalvin.
This comes out on Friday, so you can still do it.
Yeah.
Who's your second? Oh, Devontae?
Devontae Adams.
Okay.
I think you could probably buy low right now on Devontae Adams. I think the targets and the touchdowns are going to come. He's still Devontae Adams. He's still a top 5 receiver in the league. Once Derek Carr kind of figures that out, which I know that he knows, and he actually starts like throwing him the ball.
Yeah.
I think Devontae Adams will kind of light it up a little bit and get you probably not old Devontae Adams numbers, like 40-point games, but at least maybe like a floor of like 15 points.
Yeah, I mean, I think week 1 he popped off. Week 2 he like semi-popped off. And last week I think he got you like, I want to say he got you like 15 or 12 or something like that. So he's been hard to judge because he's number 8 right now in wide receivers. Wow, I'm just looking at the top 10 receivers. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, no, it's wild.
Bro, Cooper Kupp's so good.
So good.
This is insane.
He's so good.
But yeah, no, I think actually I don't know. What is Devontae's schedule? Bye week. Houston, New Orleans, Jacksonville, Indy, Denver, Seattle. Oh yeah. Buy that.
Yeah.
Buy it. That is insane.
Yeah. If you can, get yourself Devontae Adams before it's too late, because I really do think he'll be one of those guys that balls out for you for sure.
Yeah. Is it my final one? Yeah. My last one is Hollywood Brown, Marquise Hollywood Brown. He is someone that can be on both of these, honestly, in my opinion.
I think right now, depending on the price you pay, I wouldn't hate him on my team. I think the receptions for a PPR league are going to be there, and there's obviously potential to score. The Arizona Cardinal offense hasn't really been showing that they can be high-powered, but we've seen it before, and I really do think that Hollywood Brown is a really good receiver that can score a lot of points and should be targeted, like especially in the red zone and stuff. But Zach Ertz does take away some carries or some targets there, and James Conner seems to get a lot of goal line work.
The one thing I will say, like I said, you can buy or sell him. I personally would sell him.
Yeah.
Because in 2 weeks, who comes back?
Yeah.
But here's the
Hopkins,
thing.
But I don't know. Hopkins didn't look like Hopkins.
Here's the funny thing, though. I'm not worried about Hopkins if I'm a Marquise Hollywood Brown owner, because you know what they're going to do is they're going to move him into the slot, which is going to give him even more targets because he's going to be in the slot. He's just not going to get as many yards. And to be fair, he was like 14 for 140 last week, so he was averaging 10 yards. Like, that's not good. But so like he's still going to get the targets. He's going to be PPR machine, but I don't think he's going to get the yards. I don't think he's going to get the touchdowns. But I think he's going to have a good week this week. I think he's going to have a good week the week after. And so like he's one of those, buy him or sell him. It depends on if you're 3-1, buy him. Because you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If you're 1-3, maybe sell him. I kind of want to hold him because I do like him. If I get a good enough offer, I might trade him. But I think he'll be fine. He's like probably one of the hardest people for me to gauge right now.
Yeah. Kind of a little cutoff back to top 10 now that we mentioned DeAndre Hopkins. Currently, when he comes back, is he top 10?
Talent?
He steps on the field week, 6? Oh, God. He does every forfeit, and it's always worse than the person that actually did the forfeit.
I was curious. It's not as bad as I expected. It just makes my eye water.
Yeah. It's definitely sour. But, I mean, come on.
It goes away pretty fast, though.
Oh, yeah. Then it's just really sweet, hard candy, and it's really nice.
These should be sour and then sweet, not Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Is DeAndre Hopkins a top 10 receiver when he steps on the field week 7?
Talent-wise, like production-wise.
I'm just saying, like, is he a top 10 wide receiver in the league? Or has this 6-game suspension fallen him off that much? Because he was probably top 10 in a lot of people's rankings last year.
Like, are you saying
Going
like
at the end
to
of the
finish
season.
fantasy?
No, just like with the top 5 list that we just did. Where does he rank? Does he make your top 10?
I mean, we already said that I have Tyreek Hill there, so
So you have 6.
I'm going to put Cortland Sutton in my top 10, actually. Not number 7, but I think he's in my top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. He has a talent. If he comes back,
I'm putting him at 10. Why not?
Yeah, I think 10's fair because we haven't seen him yet.
Put him at 10 and watch him prove us wrong, because he's that good. He's got a lot of talent.
Who's your last guy? While I gnaw more freaking lasagna down.
Austin Eckler. I want to hear your thoughts before my thoughts.
I'm not going to lasagna now. If this was last week, I'd say sell. But also, Japes knows, and this is the thing, legit. When I question Austin Eckler, he pops off. You know when I questioned him last time? When me and Japes are going to see the Chargers play the Steelers in Los Angeles last year. You know who popped off in that game? Austin fucking Eckler. He had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think as Herbo gets healthier, and ironically, I think as Keenan comes back, it's going to be better for Eckler. Because he's still going to get targeted even without Keenan in there. But Herbo being hurt, I thought would maybe make the receptions easier for him. But Eckler doesn't just succeed on like the the swing passes or like Texas routes. He will succeed down the field. He is a good pass cat. He could be a slot receiver if you want him to be. And his rushing got a little more efficient last week. If I own him, I'd probably right now sell him high.
That's what I put. I put sell high. I think you can package him and get a pretty good package out of him, and you just gotta hope and pray that he doesn't turn into last year's Austin Eckler.
Who would you rather have rest of the season, Austin Eckler or Dalvin Cook?
I think Austin Eckler probably takes that.
So let's say you're the Austin Eckler owner.
But like, is Cook your like RB1 in fantasy? Is like
Eckler's you're trading an RB1 for an RB1. You're trying to
I think I want Eckler.
Okay, I'm gonna throw more names at you. So you're the Eckler owner. Someone offers you these names. Okay, Saquon.
Yes.
That what? You're taking Saquon, as you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
If somebody wants Eckler for Saquon, sure, have him. Go ahead, take Eckler. I will take Saquon gladly.
Derrick Henry.
Ooh, that one's tough. That one's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go Henry on this.
I go
one.
Eckler
Bold
just because
take,
receptions.
I think I'm going Henry.
Henry doesn't get catches in my opinion.
Depending
so
on
that's
what kind of league format you're in.
Here's the
So
Oh,
we're
format.
PPR. So
here's the hard one. Jonathan Taylor.
ooh, he's banged up.
And also bad.
Yeah, I don't know if he's bad.
Well, like the offense is bad.
That's a tough one. I think just like raw running back, like fantasy running back, I think you got to take JT.
Okay, we were talking about the same earlier. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If you could flip Clyde Edwards-Helaire for Austin Eckler, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good trade. That's all I think.
If you could get rid of Clyde, who's like my RB2, if I could go and get Eckler for Clyde. Clyde's my RB2. I got McCaffrey. Now I have McCaffrey and Eckler. Sheesh.
McCaffrey and Eckler, who would you take?
McCaffrey.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, he
That
hit about
was
back.
pretty easy.
Okay. Hey, Zach. Help my mental state with fantasy. I'm 0-4, 1-3, and 1-3. What can I do? I just lost Javonte for the season. Do you want to know who my starting running backs are in my big money league, Zach? Well, I'll let you know who they were when I started the season.
Yeah.
Okay? You ready for this, pal?
I think the only thing you got to do is just go back in time and not draft every team like Broncos country. Let's ride.
Okay, here's the deal, though, okay? Here's my running backs in my big money league. Javonte Williams,
Out for the
David
season.
Montgomery,
Trash.
Raheem Mostert,
Trash.
and I just picked up Mark Ingram.
Double trash.
I have no one.
Yeah, that's bad.
I have no one.
I don't know. I really like my team.
My
team's
receivers
stacked.
are
I don't care
so
what anybody
good.
says.
I have Justin Jefferson. I have Cam Sutton. Tunyon's been really good. Brandon Cooks is like a high floor. Help me.
I don't know, man. I think you definitely got to make some trades, but it's hard because everybody, especially all the Broncos players, have been super underperforming. I mean, Russell Wilson kind of popped off last week. Luckily, giving you, like 35 points? Something like that? He popped, didn't he?
27.
I could have swore he popped.
27.
27.
27.
I thought he got like 30. My bad. Still not bad for a quarterback, especially since he was giving you 9, 12, and 17 in the previous 3. I think you're pretty happy to see a 27 pop up. But no, I also have him. I have him in leagues too, so I understand what that feels like. I don't know. You need. Let's go
Sutton was
look
not a
at
mistake. I am happy with Sutton. Sutton is not a mistake.
your. No, let's go look at your reg team. Can you? 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 Can you
My keeper, I'm fine with. I'm fine with my keeper.
Yeah, we're gonna put your reg team. Can you actually put your team up on the screen here?
so they can see it.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
sure.
they can see it. I don't know, because I want to see what they think too.
Like, I mean, I have Naj and
because like
James
Tunyon,
Robinson.
I don't know. Tunyon seems like he's
I just love him for targets because Aaron Rodgers has a connection with him.
yeah.
Um,
But I mean, I don't know. He's been getting. Last week it was his highest.
he's getting better and better. That's the thing because he's getting more snap counts as well.
So yeah, Tunyon, I don't know. I mean, another tight end would be nice there. I love that you have Pickens. He'll be a really good flex play in a couple weeks.
Second half of the
promised.
season, I really like him. Yeah,
Um,
I like Ayuk as well. I'm not gonna lie. I think that as the season goes on, they're
James
gonna,
Robinson was a really good pick.
Yep.
Najee, he could turn it around. I don't know. You have
I have the players.
You have the players, man. I just don't know. But that's what I'm think. I think that about my team too. And you're what, one game behind? You're
Yeah.
what, 1-3, and I'm 2-2.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys can see my team now. We'll put my team up.
Yeah.
I got Herbo. I mean, my running backs I feel like are pretty good. C-Mac and Allaire are like, what's Allaire on the season right now?
I want to say 7.
He's RB4.
4.
He's RB4.
Trade him. He's going
McCaffrey's
to finish.
RB5. I have 2 top 5. I have 2 top 5 running backs.
But you're gonna try and move Edwards-Helaire, right?
I'm gonna try. I don't know. It's hard because like he has some good matchups coming up. Like especially against the Vegas. I don't really like their defensive front. So I think that could be another game where he pops off. And then looking at my receivers, Tyreek Hill and Keenan Allen. When Keenan Allen comes back, that's a PPR monster. And then Tyreek Hill, wide receiver 3 on the season.
Yeah, he's been really good. That was my bad, letting him drop to the 3rd round of my big money league.
And then T.J. Hawkinson just had a 40-point week. He's
Sell
tied
him.
in 3 on the
Sell him.
season. But
Sell him.
Yeah, sell high. I would definitely want to sell high on that.
Okay, Zach.
You know what's up?
T.J. Hawkinson or Kyle Pitts?
T.J. Hawkinson.
Wow.
T.J. Hawkinson.
That's insane.
I don't know. Hawkinson gets targets, and he's proven that he's talented. He can get in the end zone. I think Goff's going to know that now after throwing, 3 to him?
Yeah.
2 receiving touchdowns?
That's insane.
I think Goff and this, again, it's the highest scoring offense. Why not want a piece of it on your team? And I don't know.
To be fair, he did that without Amon-Ra or DJ Chark
True.
on the field.
True. But hey, a 40-point game is a 40-point game. And then Curtis Samuel, Deontay Johnson, and my flex spots. All right. Deontay's meh. Curtis Samuel's all right.
Yeah,
and
Curtis Samuel's good.
Defensive kicker doesn't really matter.
No.
But I don't know. I feel like I have a really good team. But I don't know. I just haven't.
I mean, you're 2-2. Also, to be fair, we've only played 4 games, so 1-3 feels scary. If I can rip 2-1 for the next season or for the next couple of weeks, and I'm at 3-5, then I'm feeling way better. I think it's just 1-3 sounds super scary. Now 0-4 sucks ass. Hate it here.
Yeah, no, 1-3. It's hard. I've been in that. I've been in your boat. I've had a 2-14 fantasy season with you
I haven't
guys.
been there yet,
And
so let's relax.
Yeah, it sucks. Like you go into every week and you just don't know what to do because no one really wants to trade with you because they think all your players are bad because you're 2-14.
Yeah.
And then the only people that want to trade with you is the people that are making the playoffs and just want to try to fleece you for your good players because you don't have a chance. Like it sucks. It sucks not being a contender in fantasy because you feel stuck and you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like you drafted these guys and it feels hard. Like waiver wire pickups, I don't know, have been kind of. I don't know. Waivers seem weird to you. Do you not feel like that?
Yeah, no, I feel like usually the
Like
first
it feels
5
like there isn't like any like standout.
I think it's just
huge
the way
waiver
it's the way
picks.
the season's gone this year. I'm trying to think if there was anybody that's been picked up this year because their talent was there and you just wanted them. But everyone else, I feel like everyone's been picked up this season has been because of injuries. The only one I can maybe think is Gerald Everett, who's been a pretty good pickup for tight ends.
Yeah.
But last year, Jamar Chase was available in a lot of free agencies last year because people were not impressed with it. We're not impressed with him in the preseason.
Yeah.
And then week 2 comes around, he just pops off.
Gone. Yeah.
The week before, or the year before that, the same thing happened with Justin Jefferson. He had 3 really bad weeks, so he was on the waiver wire, and then he popped off. So it's I don't know who that player is going to be this year. It doesn't even look like there's going to be that player. Okay, there's one person I can maybe think of that as Romeo Doubs.
Yeah.
Romeo Doubs could be that player.
He could, but he's not going to put up a Jamar Chase.
No. But
rookie
I'm saying
season.
he could be that player that you pick up off of waivers.
And you're like,
that
oh, okay,
helps your
yeah.
season. That could become a wide receiver too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no one.
Curtis Samuel's kind of up there too. I
Yes,
feel like Curtis Samuel's up there
100%.
too.
Jahan Dotson maybe as well.
Yeah.
I will say I think Wan'Dale Robinson and Kadarius Toney, when they come back healthy, could be pickups like that because there's nobody on that Giants team.
And I mean, yeah, Tony's just got the talent out the wazoo. Like he's so good, but they hate him.
What did you just say?
He's got talent out the wazoo, my guy. He's got talent out the wazoo.
Please stop talking about his wazoo.
His ACLs are gonna turn into wazoo with how much cut he's doing. He's never gonna have ACLs, bro. I don't believe he has ACLs.
Do you think like if they just took him out, he could stop tearing him?
I don't know, man.
Like just put like a wooden plank there.
Stick leg. Kadarius stick leg Tony. I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't get too hurt, but I feel like one of these crazy nasty cuts that he does he's just gonna go.
He's gonna be playing on turf one season. Yeah. I will say. Oh. I don't know if that's on camera, but that's so close. No, but like I will say, if I did go like opposite, like most disappointing, I have the two top names for this. You got like DJ Moore and Allen Robinson.
Oh, Allen Robinson's such.
Oh, you're an owner.
So
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna let
bad.
you rant about that for a second while I lasagna.
It's so like he was. I don't know, but like that's the thing is it's so hard. I don't know. You would think that he would get targets, but just Cooper Kupp steals everything. Cooper Kupp gets so many targets, and then you just have Allen Robinson that's just there on the field. He's always playing. He's getting a lot of snaps, but he's not getting looked at, which sucks for fantasy.
So much lasagna.
I don't know why he's doing this. He doesn't have to eat lasagna.
I'm really hungry.
Why do you never eat? Well, you never eat.
I eat.
Yeah, on the pod. That's the only time you eat. You ate the chips last week. You have a giant plate of lasagna this week. What's next? Mukbang? Be fire. Let me know if you guys want a mukbang, a football mukbang.
They've gotten that the last 2 weeks.
Nah, but like a false spread. Like we get this whole table decked out with food and we're actually munching all the time.
I will say
It'll
apologies.
happen.
Last week, I had to experience it while I was editing. For those of you that
Do you have more of those chips? Let's spice up the episode. I want to try a chip.
I don't have them with me right now. Sorry.
Spice up the episode.
Spice, you see what I'm saying?
That was good.
You see what I'm saying? No, that's all you get. That's all you get. That's all you get. Okay. Now, after last week, bro, not last week. I don't think you understand how disrespectful that was.
What? What was this? Oh. Yay!
Where are the chips? Are they in your apartment?
No. We ate them all.
You ate all of them?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, they were kind of good.
I wanted one chip.
Well,
I
we
wanted
can
to taste.
We'll lose next week. And
I probably will. Shout out Parker.
no, but I have to say,
I always pick the wrong ones. My bad.
I have to say, apologies to last week for those of you listening with headphones, bro. I was editing that pod and I was like, damn, we were eating in the mic so much. Like, bro, I was like, So as you guys can tell, I was putting the mic down when I was lasagnaing it. There's a lasagna on this table. Lasagna.
Is there one or two lasagnas on the table?
One.
The lasagna paradox.
The lasagna knocks.
The lasagna knock.
Is that gonna be the name of the episode?
The lasagna verse.
Is that gonna take us out of Zach's fantasy corner? Or is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. Not really. Are you buying the Mike Boone hype? I feel like this is Melvin's backfield. I don't think anybody's really gonna come in and
the coaches.
steal that from
The
him.
coaches came out and said that it's his job to lose.
And they just signed Latavius Murray. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the
I could
amount
care.
of fab and the hype that this kid's getting.
I don't want a piece, and I would
I
have
don't-
said this
yeah.
last week. I don't want a piece of that backfield.
I don't want a piece of this offense.
Nuh-uh.
Other than
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton and maybe Russ if he picks it up. If that 27 kind of continues.
Yeah.
But running backs, no. Judy, no.
Yeah, Judy, if you have Judy, sell him.
What, Albert O?
No.
Even? No.
Well, they have like 4 different tight ends I like to throw to. It's
like,
weird.
I don't know.
Um,
Such a weird offense. Such a weird coach.
I have a fun game.
Oh, God.
I totally forgot about this. So Zach and I are going to play a real fun little game here. It's called Who's Winning?
Who's winning? Just like currently, right now?
Yeah. Give me a sport.
Oh, hey, while we're in the meantime, Judge broke the record. I don't know anything about baseball. I'm Baseball McGee, but I heard he got it.
You
So
got 62.
shout out Japes. He wanted you to talk about it real bad, so I'm
Japes
gonna do it for him.
Japes does not care.
That sounds kind of wild, man. 62 is crazy, dude.
He's probably not going to get the record,
Baseball.
though. Shout out Braden, who actually does follow baseball. We talked about it at work a couple of days ago, so shout out to Braden. But, okay, so I have the players. I have two different players pulled up here, okay? And them and their stats. I'm going to tell you both players in a second, but I'm going to give you a stat. You have to tell me who's leading in that stat, okay?
Okay.
Both players are Russell Wilson and Geno Smith. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Who leads in passing yards?
I know that one's probably Gino because of, last week? He went, for like 360?
320.
320?
Geno Smith has 1,037 to Russell Wilson's 980. Let's go into touchdowns. Who has more touchdowns, Geno Smith or Russell Wilson?
Is this just going to be the Geno Smith fest?
Answer my damn question, Zach.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith with 6 to Russell Wilson's 4.
This is a wild game show.
Who has the most interceptions?
Russell Wilson? You almost got me. I almost preemptively said Geno Smith.
You would have been right either way because they are tied with 2.
Sweet. That's the first push. First push bet we've ever done.
And last but not least, passer rating. Who has a higher passer rating?
Geno, because he popped off last week.
He is currently top 5 in the league with a 108 compared to Russell Wilson's 91.1.
Geno popped off. Geno had like 2 rushing. Geno went nuclear.
This
last week.
is Russell Wilson's lowest passer rating of his career. That's nuts. Oh wait, I lied.
Don't worry, I do that all the time with numbers.
No, Russell Wilson currently has less interceptions than Geno. Russell Wilson only has 1 interception.
Shout out Russ, man.
My apologies.
Shout out Russ.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what's going on in Seattle.
He's unlimited. No, I know what's going on. Seattle's just playing all right. I don't know what's going on in Denver.
Yeah, Seattle's just kind of having fun.
Yeah.
Denver's
That's like
not.
What did I tell you after that first week when they beat on Monday night? I said this Seattle team's gonna ride these highs and they're gonna go out and have fun, man. And I think they're showing. I think they're showing us that.
Do you think Pittsburgh's gonna have a top 10 draft pick?
Do you think Pittsburgh is gonna have a top 10 draft pick? I mean, the fact that we're going 1-7 probably helps. I will die on that hill. We're going 1-7.
Yeah. If we
don't beat the Bills, we don't beat the Bucks, we don't beat the Eagles, we maybe beat the Dolphins.
I was gonna say the Dolphins and the Saints are the 2 teams that we might beat because their offenses are not really there.
The Saints, is that the 5th game?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
cool.
Cincy.
Oh,
and then,
cool.
And
so
then,
wait, we're going what? 1-9,
and then Baltimore.
Oh, so we're going 1-10.
It's insane.
Let's go. Yeah, we're having a top 10 draft pick.
Who do we take?
Quarterback?
No, what?
No, O-line for sure. I think we have to go O-line.
I don't know.
Or we could pull the Browns and go quarterback.
Kind of want defensive tackle. Or
I don't know. I think any lineman would be good.
Because we'll also have a high second round pick if that's the case, and I'd rather have a high second round tackle because there's less like value or less risk there.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a high talented like cornerback or defensive tackle. We don't need edge rushers because
we'll get the best receiver. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll take him in the 7th round.
Yeah, it'll just pop.
Dude, we're getting Calvin Austin back in a couple of days. I'm so excited. He's gonna be so good. He's gonna be Tyreek Hill 2.0.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope this team gets
fun. I just want fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Fun and 1-10.
Fun and 10
sounds awesome.
Fun and 10.
Let's go fun and 10.
Let's go fun and 10, boys.
If we can go fun and 10 and get a top 10 draft pick,
yeah.
That's such a great season. We came out. Kenny threw 90 interceptions, but 90 touchdowns.
What is this?
Shout out the guy.
What is this? My franchise last year.
Shout out Kenny. Pickens went for
2,000 yards.
Yeah. And Najee tore his ACL. That's how this season's going to go. That's the fun and 10 team right there.
Dang. Well, fun and
But
10.
we lost every game. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for the future of this team because once we get TJ back, like Alex Highsmith looks like a god. He's currently leading the league in sacks right now. Miles Jack is going to be there. It looks like Devin Bush is getting better. I don't know if we're going to extend him, but we'll see. Minka's there for the future. We might draft a safety because I don't think we're going to get Edmonds back again for another season. We need corner. So, yeah, tackle and corner are really the only places we need. We don't need skill positions. It's the trenches now, man.
Yeah, like I said, anybody on the front seven of both sides would be really good.
Yeah. Okay, not the scuffiest pod.
No, we did good.
I mean, there's a lasagna.
You put a lasagna on the table and ate half of it, and there's warheads. But hey, we made it out. We didn't fumble on our words like a million times. I feel like we did all right.
I mean, I think I fumbled the name of the podcast at the beginning.
Welcome back to the Drennan.
The what?
What do we call it?
It's
a thing.
It's the Fun in 10.
Yeah. It's the Fun in 10 podcast. If we ever need a rebrand, just know we're going to the Fun in 10.
Well, shout out to everybody that's joined the channel ever since we started posting the shorts. It's been really fun. Shout out to James for coming on the pod last week as
Shout out
well.
anybody that, honestly, if you get to this part of the podcast, if you're listening to this message right now, shout out you guys. You guys are awesome.
If you got to this part,
we love every single one of you.
if you got to this part, comment Fun in 10.
Yeah.
I want to know that you got to this part because you guys are legit homies, and I appreciate you guys.
And don't just skip past it.
Why would
It
they?
takes 3
who
seconds.
does
Just
that?
put Fun in 10.
Who does that?
A lot of people do that.
There's no way they're doing it to our podcast.
Yeah, the boys are the boys. The boys are fine.
Nah, Japes always pulls out jokes.
Yeah, Japes will put like.
Japes loves sending clips. Japes will screen record our podcast, which I'm going to copyright you for, by the way. So get your
He
lawyers
pulls
ready.
clips.
No,
He
he
never
like,
sends me clips.
he sends them to both of us. We have a group chat with him, bro.
When? Like maybe on the first week that he did it.
Well, yeah.
Japes does this all the time. Japes pulls clips every day.
Well, yeah. Shout out to everybody. Expect more clips too. Also, if there's certain things you guys want to talk about or segment ideas you guys have, drop them. Yeah, it was good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't miss any more episodes.
It's gonna happen sometimes.
How about a guest next week? Let's get a guest on next week.
I got something cooking, not just lasagna.
Not less lasagna, sweet. Looking forward to next week then. Excited to see who you bring on. Yeah. We got a lot of new ideas for the show. And we want to make this kind of a bigger production. So
Yeah.
look forward to some things in the future. I think it's we're really gonna get this going somewhere.
Big ambitions, but small wallets.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be the highest production value in the world, but hey, we're good.
Fake it till you
just-
make it, baby.
yeah.
You want to sign us off?
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week. See ya.
Deuces, guys.